Hey guys, I want to give you a few tips on this ice maker. So this is what ours looks like here. This has a plus and minus sign. You can kind of see it right in here. And you may wonder, what is that about? You probably have guessed correctly. It's about the size of the ice cubes. Now I'm going to go over some issues with this freezing over and some other issues why your ice cubes, it may not be making ice cubes, or they may be too big or too small. The first thing you're going to want to do is there is a little screw in there. You can kind of see it. See that little screw right in here? So it does, on some models, have a little plastic cap over it. And I did remove that prior to this video. You just use like a flathead screwdriver. Now, this is correlating. There's an arrow going towards the plus sign and an arrow going towards the negative sign. Now for this, all you're going to need is a screwdriver. I'm going to take out the ice tray, but if you want smaller ice, or if your ice starts to come out in sheets like this and it's sticking together, you may need to decrease the size of your ice cubes. This is on a GE ice maker. This is what the screw looks like, and like we said, if we turn it towards the arrow. So if you look right here, so if I turned it counterclockwise, if I turn the screwdriver according to this, counterclockwise, it would increase the size of the ice cubes. Now if I turn the screwdriver clockwise, so if I turned it this way, it would decrease the size of the ice cubes. If your ice cubes are like hollow, if they're kind of low volume, you would want to increase or turn this knob to the left. Or if they're too big, if they're sticking together like I just showed you, you would want to turn it to the right to decrease the size. Sometimes to access this on some models, you may need to take off this cover. On this one, you don't need to. And it actually has a little plastic piece that covers that up in case maybe water or something gets in there. I have my ice maker turned off just for this example. You're gonna always wanna make sure your ice maker is turned on. You saw this spring forward a little bit. Another issue that may arise is that your ice maker may freeze over. That may be the reason why it's not making ice. And the way you can see that is if you look back up in here, there is a little spout, or that's where the water is going to come out. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a little plastic tube, and you can actually see the tines coming right now. So this is what pushes the ice forward. Now, if it's frozen over, those tines aren't going to be able to do that. And the reason it may freeze over is because you may have a faulty water inlet valve. That's usually around the back of the fridge, so around the back bottom of the fridge. You may have to replace the water inlet valve. I do have a different video about that. And at this point, the tines are coming forward, which would knock the ice cubes out in front. So guys, I hope this helped. And this is the plug down here in case you need to remove the whole thing out and defrost it. And there's different ways to do that. But I hope this video helped you guys, and check out the next one below.